Start with the four great bodhisattva vows. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to help them all. Delusions are countless. We vow to see through them all. Opportunities to awaken are infinite. We vow to embrace them all. The Buddha way is endless. We vow to embody it. So we'll start with our 15 minutes of seated meditation. We'll chant the Gatha on opening the sutras. This Dharma, incomparably profound and minutely subtle, is rarely encountered even in hundreds of thousands of millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, hold, and maintain it. May we completely realize the true mind of all Buddhas. Well, tonight, on our special Thanksgiving Eve in the U.S. Dharma Talk, we have our Dharma brother, Hengdal.
Good evening and happy Thanksgiving Eve. I was given homework for this week's talk. It remains to be seen whether I'm being graded on it or not. I'm sure I will find out one way or another. We have a Gatha on giving thanks, which is not something that's always part of our weekly practice anymore, but it is something that I'm fond of and something that I used in some of my own daily practice. Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. Birds and trees and stars and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We practice and recite this for all beings, in grateful thanks to our many guides along the way. So, Master Seisetsu at one point needed to expand his school. He needed larger quarters, room for instruction and training, and he let it be known in the community that he needed donations to expand his school, to continue teaching the Dharma. And a local businessman, Umetsu, stepped forward. And he came to the master to donate, and he handed him a bag, and he said, "Here are 500 real," which are a gold coin. Seisetsu was just there, picking at lint in his robe, and he looked up and saw Umetsu and shrugged. "All right, I will take it." Took the bag, set it down, went back to picking at whatever was bothering him on his robe. Umetsu was kind of dissatisfied with this attitude, and Master, in that sack are 500 real. The master said, "Yes, you told me that before." Umetsu's kind of taken aback. He says, "Even if I am a wealthy merchant, 500 is a lot of money." The master said, "And do you want me to thank you for it?" Umetsu said, "Well, you ought to." Seisetsu said, "Why should I? The giver should be thankful." And went back to whatever was bothering him on the robe. Now, if you hear enough of these kind of Zen stories, you get the distinct idea that a lot of the old masters are kind of jerks. And so when you're talking about this and Seisetsu and the donation, at least to me, what comes up next to mind is Bodhidharma. And after the emperor has explained everything that he's given and donated and done and said, "What's all this worth?" Bodhidharma says, "Nothing at all. No merit." So if I kind of flip-flop these two, then it's probably reasonable to ask why the giver should be thankful, because Bodhidharma has been clear that, yeah, there's no merit. So I don't know if the emperor should have been thankful for for what he gave. And it kind of circles around. You'll notice that's a repetitive pattern in Zen. So if the giver should be thankful, but maybe isn't, maybe doesn't have anything to be thankful for, and the master's not thankful, even though he maybe should be thankful because he got what he wanted, well, where does all this Thanksgiving come in? Is it pointless? Is it non-Buddhist to be thankful or grateful? Or, well, no, actually, it's part of just about every ceremony. It's part of every seating. So where do we get that? Certainly not from the stories, I guess. So I'll give you part of the Katanu Sutta. And Buddha says, now, what is the level of a person of no integrity? A person of no integrity is ungrateful and unthankful. This ingratitude, this lack of thankfulness, is advocated by rude people. It is entirely on the level of people of no integrity. A person of integrity is grateful and thankful. This gratitude, this thankfulness, is advocated by civil people. It is entirely on the level of people of integrity. Does that mean the master's not civil? Bodhidharma's not civil? Are they unthankful? Are they teaching lessons? Did they not have enough tea that day? The way that we express gratitude and thankfulness in the Dharma is a way of being worthy of everything, of every moment, of every offering, every bit of food in a bowl and an alms round, every stick of incense, every teaching, every moment, every in-breath and out-breath. To acknowledge these things is to be thankful, but more than that, to live them. In Dogen's teachings in the Shobogenzo, in the second chapter on continuous practice, he said continuous practice day after day is the most appropriate way of expressing gratitude. So beyond just saying thank you, which may and many times be a civil expression, but depending on how heartfelt it is, almost meaningless in average daily discourse. What we do with what we're given is how we express our thankfulness. That doesn't mean the master couldn't have said thank you for the 500 Ryu, dude. Really appreciate it. Going to build a school, put a scroll with your name on it over the door. But what we do with these gifts, after we've said thank you, after we've said the Gatha, after we've bowed or done a gasho, is how we truly express gratitude. And that's something beyond words, just as the teaching is beyond words. So how do we express gratitude for the person that sits us down and shows us how to meditate? We sit down and meditate. And then we teach someone else who comes to us how to sit down and meditate. How do we express gratitude for the Dharma? Incomparable as it is being shared with us, we continue to share it. How do we express gratitude for the food that we eat, that many of us will eat far too much of tomorrow? We take it to our bodies to nourish ourselves and go forth using the energy that food produces and burn ourselves until, like a stick of incense, we've used up all the fuel. And we've produced smoke and dharma and done it all completely. So beyond the words, beyond the thank you, beyond the handshake, beyond acknowledging that somebody has given you something. How do you truly express gratitude and thanks? By living forward in each moment, in each breath, what has been shared with you. And that's why the final lines of that Gatha are, we practice and recite this for all beings in grateful thanks to our many guides along the way. We thank our guides. We thank those who donate to us. We thank those who feed us. We thank the world of all the birds and the trees and the animals and the beings by practicing and reciting the way of the profound Dharma. Thank you.
Very good. Let's go back for the next 15 minutes of seated meditation. We're gonna have dueling Muktoks here tonight or something? You're muted.
I was going to offer if you wanted me to.
All yours.
Prajna Paramita Hridaya Sutra Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, when practicing deeply the prajna paramita, perceives that all five skandhas are empty and is safe from all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. That which is form is emptiness. That which is emptiness, form. The same is true of feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease. Therefore, in emptiness, no form, no feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no color, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eyes, so forth, until no realm of mind consciousness, no ignorance, and also no extinction of it, and so forth, until no old age, death, and also no extinction of them, no suffering, no origination, no stopping, no path, no cognition, also no attainment, with nothing to attain. The bodhisattva depends on prajna paramita, and the mind is no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Far apart from every perverted view, one dwells in nirvana. In the three worlds, all Buddhas depend on prajna paramita and attain anuttara samyak sambodhi. For know that prajna paramita is the great transcendent mantra, is the great bright mantra, is the utmost mantra, is the supreme mantra, which is able to relieve all suffering and is true, not false. So proclaim the prajna paramita mantra. Proclaim the mantra which says Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha Gate Gate Para Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha.
It's nice to not have to chant that with a Muktak. Listen to someone else do it every now and then.
You're welcome.
Get my bells set up here. I'm gonna dedicate personal merit. All sentient beings are one seamless body and pass quickly from birth to death. We remember those who cared for us and are gone, those who are ill, those who are at war, who are hungry, and who are in pain. May they heal and have peace. We especially dedicate our service to Mrs. Kanti Pereira, Melintha Pereira, Mike Gingy Wood, Kevin, Joanne, and Bailey Sheridan, Barry. Anyone else that you'd like to mention?
Charlie.
Anyone else?
Dr. Matulu Shakur.
All beings in the 10 directions, subject to the greed, hatred, and delusions of themselves and others. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Maha Prajna Paramita. Briar, would you care to lead us in the gratitude gatha?
Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. Birds and trees and stars and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We practice and recite this for all beings, in grateful thanks to our many guides along the way.
Our faith and practice vow. I will never retreat and remain firm in my mind in the correct Dharma. I will escape from the samsaric cycle of birth and death and definitely will see my original face. I will be sure to inherit the life of insight of the Buddha and save all sentient beings. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes quickly by, and opportunities to awaken are easily lost. Strive to realize your true nature, and do not squander your time by night or day. And thank you for joining us this evening.